Sergeant Ryan Harris of the Earth Defense Force was no stranger to the chaos of battle, but the conflict on the alien planet Zaron was unlike anything he had ever experienced. The peaceful Zarkonian people, with their advanced technology and rich resources, had become the target of the ruthless Kragars. The Kragars sought to conquer Zaron, exploiting its resources and enslaving its inhabitants. In the midst of a fierce skirmish, Ryan found himself separated from his unit. Navigating through the dense alien foliage, he stumbled upon a group of Kragars attacking a contingent of Zarkonian guards. At the center of the fray was Queen Zara, the revered leader of the Zarkonian people, fighting valiantly but clearly outnumbered. Without hesitation, Ryan leapt into action. His military training and instincts took over as he fought his way through the Kragar soldiers. The battle was intense, with laser fire and the clash of weapons filling the air. Despite the overwhelming odds, Ryan's determination and combat prowess turned the tide. He managed to fend off the attackers, ultimately saving Queen Zara and her guards. Breathless and battered, Ryan approached the Queen, who was equally exhausted but grateful. "Thank you, Sergeant," she said, her voice filled with relief and respect. "You have saved my life and, by extension, the future of our people." Ryan, still catching his breath, nodded. "Just doing my duty, Your Majesty. I'm glad I could help." As reinforcements arrived to secure the area, Queen Zara insisted that Ryan accompany her back to the palace. Despite his protests, she was adamant, and he soon found himself being escorted to the heart of Zaron's political and cultural hub. The Grand Palace of Zaron was a marvel of alien architecture, its towering spires and shimmering walls, reflecting the sunlight in a kaleidoscope of colors, left Ryan in awe. He was led through vast corridors adorned with intricate tapestries and advanced technology, a testament to the Zarkonian blend of tradition and innovation. Inside, Ryan was introduced to Queen Zara's court, a gathering of dignitaries and advisors who regarded him with a mixture of curiosity and respect. The Queen, now dressed in her regal attire, stood before him, her gratitude evident in her eyes. "Sergeant Harris," Queen Zara began, her voice echoing in the grand hall, "your bravery in battle has not only saved my life but also preserved the hope and future of the Zarkonian people. We are deeply indebted to you." Ryan, feeling slightly out of place amidst the grandeur, bowed his head. "I was just doing what any soldier would, Your Majesty." Queen Zara smiled warmly. "Your modesty is admirable, but your actions were extraordinary. As a token of our gratitude and to honor the bravery you have shown, we wish to offer you a unique honor." Ryan looked up, intrigued and slightly apprehensive. "What do you mean?" The Queen gestured to her daughters, who stepped forward gracefully. Princess Nara, the elder, had an air of wisdom and kindness, her eyes reflecting a deep intellect. Princess Lyra, the younger, exuded strength and determination, much like Ryan himself. "You shall marry my daughters and become part of the royal family," Queen Zara declared, her voice firm yet kind. "Nara and Lyra are strong and wise, and they deserve a partner who embodies the same qualities." Ryan was stunned. The idea of marrying into the royal family of an alien race was beyond anything he could have imagined. "Your Majesty, I'm just a soldier. It's an incredible honor, but I don't know if I'm worthy." Queen Zara stepped closer, her eyes meeting his with sincerity. "You are more than worthy, Ryan. You have proven your courage and your worth. Nara and Lyra see the same qualities in you that I do. Will you accept this honor?" Nara and Lyra approached, their expressions a blend of curiosity and hope. Ryan felt a profound connection with them, an unspoken understanding that transcended their differences. Taking a deep breath, Ryan nodded. "I accept, Your Majesty. I will do my best to honor your daughters and your people." The Queen smiled, a sense of relief and joy washing over her. "Then it is settled. Welcome to the family, Sergeant Harris." As the court erupted in applause, Ryan's mind raced with the possibilities and challenges that lay ahead. He had come to Zaron as a soldier, but now he would embark on a new journey as a member of the royal family, bound by love and duty to a world that had become his second home. The days following Ryan's acceptance of Queen Zara's offer were filled with a whirlwind of activity and emotion. He was formally introduced to Princesses Nara and Lyra in a private meeting, away from the prying eyes of the court. Princess Nara, the elder of the two sisters, was a vision of grace and intellect. Her long, flowing hair shimmered in the light, and her eyes were filled with a depth of wisdom and kindness that immediately put Ryan at ease. She was the diplomat of the family, well-versed in the arts of negotiation and statecraft. "Ryan," Nara began, her voice soft and soothing, "I understand that this must be overwhelming for you. Our ways are very different from what you are accustomed to on Earth, but I want you to know that I'm here to help you navigate this new life." Ryan nodded, grateful for her understanding. "Thank you, Nara. I appreciate your kindness and patience. I promise to learn as much as I can about your culture and to do my best to be a worthy partner." Princess Lyra, the younger sister, was a stark contrast to Nara. She was a warrior, her demeanor strong and confident. Her short, fiery hair and piercing eyes reflected her fierce spirit. Lyra was a skilled combatant, much like Ryan, and she had a reputation for her bravery on the battlefield. "Ryan," Lyra said, her voice firm but not unkind, "I respect your courage in battle. You have proven yourself to be a true warrior. I look forward to fighting by your side and learning from you." Ryan felt a connection with both sisters, each embodying qualities he admired and respected. He spent the following weeks getting to know them better, sharing stories of their respective worlds, and learning about the intricacies of Zarkonian culture. Nara and Ryan bonded over their shared love of knowledge and exploration. They often took long walks through the palace gardens, discussing philosophy, history, and the potential for Earth and Zarkon to learn from each other. With Lyra, Ryan found a kindred spirit in their mutual passion for combat and strategy. They trained together in the palace's training grounds, pushing each other to new limits and forming a strong, unspoken bond through their shared experiences on the battlefield. The day of the wedding ceremony arrived, a grand event that would solidify the union between Ryan and the royal family. The entire palace was adorned with flowers and lights, creating a magical atmosphere that reflected the significance of the occasion. The Zarkonian people, as well as dignitaries from across the galaxy, gathered to witness the historic event. Ryan stood in his ceremonial attire, feeling a mixture of excitement and nervousness. The traditional Zarkonian garb was intricate and elegant, symbolizing his new role within the royal family. He glanced around the grand hall, marveling at the beauty of the decorations and the advanced technology seamlessly integrated into the palace's design. As the music began to play, Nara and Lyra entered the hall escorted by Queen Zara. They were breathtaking, each radiating their unique qualities, Nara's serene grace and Lyra's fierce determination. The sisters walked towards Ryan, their eyes filled with a mixture of hope and resolve. The ceremony itself was a blend of Zarkonian and human traditions, symbolizing the union of their worlds. Queen Zara presided over the event, her voice filled with pride and joy as she spoke of the significance of the marriage. "Today we celebrate not only the union of two hearts, but also the joining of two worlds," Queen Zara declared. "Ryan, Nara, and Lyra, you each bring unique strengths to this union. Together you will forge a path of unity and strength for our people." As the vows were exchanged, Ryan looked into the eyes of his brides, feeling a deep connection and a sense of destiny. "I promise to stand by you, to honor and protect you, and to cherish our bond forever," he vowed. Nara and Lyra, their eyes shining with love and determination, echoed his sentiments. "We promise to stand by you, to honor and support you, and to cherish our bond forever." With the vows exchanged and the ceremony complete, the hall erupted in applause. The celebration continued late into the night, filled with music, dancing, and joyous festivities. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra reveled in the warmth and support of their people, their bond growing stronger with each passing moment. As the night drew to a close, Ryan found himself standing on a balcony overlooking the palace gardens. Nara and Lyra joined him, their presence a comforting reminder of the journey they had embarked on together. "We did it," Ryan said softly, his voice filled with awe and gratitude. "We're officially a family." Nara smiled, her eyes reflecting the beauty of the night sky. "Yes, and together we will face whatever challenges come our way." Lyra nodded, her fierce determination unwavering. "We are stronger together. No matter what lies ahead, we will stand united." With their hearts intertwined and their spirits unbroken, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra looked forward to the future, ready to embrace the adventures and challenges that awaited them. Their journey was just beginning, and together they would create a legacy of love, unity, and strength. After the grand wedding ceremony, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra embarked on a honeymoon journey across the stunning landscapes of Zarkon. Their travels took them to breathtaking locations, from the crystal-clear lakes of the serene valley to the ancient temples of the moonlit mountains. Each place they visited was a testament to the rich history and natural beauty of Zaron. During their travels, the three of them grew even closer, learning more about each other and strengthening their bond. Nara shared her knowledge of Zarkonian history and culture, guiding Ryan through ancient ruins and explaining the significance of various artifacts. Ryan was fascinated by the advanced technology and deep wisdom of the Zarkonian people, and he eagerly absorbed every detail. One afternoon, while exploring the vibrant forests of the Whispering Woods, Ryan and Nara sat by a tranquil stream, the sounds of nature enveloping them. "This place is incredible," Ryan said, taking in the beauty around them. "It's hard to believe that such a peaceful world could face such danger." Nara nodded, her expression thoughtful. "Our world is beautiful, but it is also fragile. That is why it is so important for us to protect it and to learn from each other. Together, we can ensure a better future for both our people." Meanwhile, Lyra and Ryan bonded over their shared love of adventure and combat. They spent their days exploring rugged terrains and testing each other's skills in friendly sparring matches. Their mutual respect and admiration grew with each challenge they faced together. One evening, as they sat around a campfire under a canopy of stars, Lyra turned to Ryan. "You know, Ryan, I never thought I would find someone who could keep up with me in a fight. You've earned my respect and my trust." Ryan smiled, feeling a deep sense of camaraderie. "And you've earned mine, Lyra. I'm grateful to have you by my side." Their idyllic honeymoon was abruptly interrupted by troubling news. Despite the initial victory against the Kragars, the invaders had regrouped and were planning a major assault on Zaron. The threat loomed larger than ever, and the Zarkonian defense forces were stretched thin. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra returned to the palace to find the situation dire. Queen Zara called an emergency council meeting, and Ryan was invited to attend as a trusted advisor. The council chamber was filled with tension as reports of the Kragar forces' movements were shared. "The Kragars are amassing their troops near our northern border," a council member reported. "Their numbers are overwhelming and they are advancing quickly." Queen Zara turned to Ryan, her expression serious. "Sergeant Harris, we need your expertise. What do you suggest we do?" Ryan took a deep breath, considering the options. "We need to strike at the heart of their operation. If we can disrupt their command center, we can weaken their coordination and give our forces a fighting chance." Lyra, who had been listening intently, nodded in agreement. "It's risky, but it's our best shot. We can lead a small, elite team to infiltrate their base and take out their command structure." Queen Zara looked at her daughters and Ryan with a mixture of pride and concern. "Very well. You have my blessing. May the stars guide and protect you." Ryan, Nara, and Lyra quickly assembled a team of the best Zarkonian warriors. Their journey to the Kragar base was fraught with danger, with treacherous terrain and enemy patrols to avoid. Despite the risks, the team moved with determination and stealth, their resolve unshaken. As they approached the heavily fortified base, Ryan used his military expertise to devise a plan for infiltration. "We'll split into two groups," he explained. "One will create a diversion, while the other penetrates the heart of the base to disable the command center." Lyra led the diversion team, her combat skills and leadership inspiring her warriors. Ryan and Nara, with their respective skills in combat and strategy, spearheaded the infiltration team. They navigated through the labyrinthine corridors of the base, facing numerous obstacles and enemies along the way. Their mission was perilous, but their determination and unity drove them forward. As they drew closer to the command center, the stakes grew higher, and the tension was palpable. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra knew that their actions in the coming hours would determine the fate of Zaron. With their hearts set on victory and their bond stronger than ever, they steeled themselves for the challenge ahead. The future of their world depended on their success, and they were ready to face whatever dangers lay in their path, together. The night was silent as Ryan, Nara, and Lyra led their team towards the Kragar base. The dense foliage provided cover as they moved swiftly and silently, each step bringing them closer to their target. The plan was simple but dangerous: create a diversion to draw out the main forces, while a smaller team infiltrated the heart of the base to disable the command center. Lyra's team set off first, moving to the western perimeter to initiate the diversion. Using a combination of explosive charges and strategic attacks, they managed to create enough chaos to draw the Kragar forces away from their stronghold. The sky lit up with flashes of light and the sounds of battle as Lyra's warriors engaged the enemy, buying precious time for the infiltration team. Ryan, Nara, and their group approached the eastern side of the base, slipping past distracted guards and through security breaches created by Lyra's diversion. The interior of the Kragar base was a maze of high-tech corridors and heavily guarded checkpoints, but Ryan's military training and Nara's strategic mind guided them through. As they advanced, Nara hacked into the security systems, disabling alarms and rerouting surveillance feeds. Her skills were critical, allowing the team to move undetected deeper into enemy territory. Ryan led the way, his senses alert to any sign of danger, while Nara and the other warriors covered his back. They reached the central command room, a high-tech hub pulsating with energy and filled with advanced Kragar technology. Nara quickly set to work, accessing the main terminal while Ryan and the others held off any Kragar soldiers who discovered their presence. The battle was intense with laser fire and close combat, but their determination kept them pushing forward. "Almost there," Nara called out, her fingers flying over the controls. Just a few more seconds. Ryan and the team formed a defensive perimeter around her, fending off waves of Kragar reinforcements. Despite the odds, they held their ground, driven by the knowledge that their success was crucial to the survival of their people. Finally, Nara succeeded in her task. "I've done it," she exclaimed, disabling the command center systems and throwing the Kragar forces into disarray. The base's lights flickered, and the sounds of battle outside grew more chaotic as the Kragars lost coordination. "Good job, Nara," Ryan said, his voice filled with relief. "Now let's get out of here." The team retraced their steps, navigating the maze-like corridors with urgency. The Kragar soldiers, now in disarray, were easier to evade, but the danger was far from over. As they neared the exit, an alarm blared, signaling that the Kragars were aware of the sabotage. "We need to move faster," Lyra urged, her voice taut with urgency. "They're onto us." They quickened their pace, dodging enemy patrols and returning fire when necessary. The closer they got to the exit, the more intense the resistance became. Despite the challenges, their unity and determination drove them forward. As they emerged from the base, Lyra's diversion team joined them, having successfully completed their mission. The two groups merged and made their way back to the rendezvous point, where a Zarkonian transport awaited to take them to safety. The journey back to the palace was filled with a mixture of relief and anticipation. The mission had been a success, but the real battle was yet to come. The disruption of the Kragar command center gave the Zarkonian forces a crucial advantage, but the Kragars were still a formidable foe. Upon their return, they were greeted with cheers and gratitude from their people. Queen Zara met them at the palace gates, her eyes filled with pride. "You have done an incredible thing today," she said, her voice strong. "You have given us hope and a fighting chance." Ryan, Nara, and Lyra stood together, their bond stronger than ever. They had faced unimaginable danger and had emerged victorious, but they knew their journey was far from over. The real battle for Zarkon's future was about to begin, and they were ready to lead their people to victory. As the Zarkonian forces prepared for the final showdown with the Kragars, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra took a moment to reflect on their journey. They had come together as strangers, bound by circumstance, but had grown into a family united by love and determination. "We've done well," Ryan said, looking at his wives with pride. "But this is just the beginning. We have to keep fighting, for our people and our future." Nara nodded, her eyes filled with resolve. "Together we are unstoppable. We will protect our home and ensure a future of peace and prosperity." Lyra, her fierce spirit undiminished, added, "And we'll do it side by side. No matter what comes our way, we'll face it together." With their hearts united and their spirits unbroken, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra were ready to lead their people into the final battle. Their love and unity would be their greatest weapons, guiding them through the challenges ahead and ensuring a future filled with hope and possibility. The successful infiltration and disruption of the Kragar command center had given the Zarkonian forces a much-needed advantage. The Kragars, now leaderless and disoriented, were vulnerable. Queen Zara and her council seized the opportunity to plan a decisive offensive to drive the invaders from their planet once and for all. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra played key roles in the preparations. They worked tirelessly to organize the troops, plan strategies, and bolster the morale of the Zarkonian people. The atmosphere in the palace was one of cautious optimism, as everyone understood the importance of the upcoming battle. One evening, as the sun set over the palace gardens, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra took a moment to reflect on their journey and the challenges that lay ahead. They sat together on a terrace overlooking the city, the warm glow of the setting sun casting a serene light over their faces. "We've come so far," Ryan said, his voice filled with a mix of pride and determination. "But the real test is still ahead of us. We need to make sure that every step we take is the right one." Nara nodded, her expression thoughtful. "We've disrupted their command, but the Kraegars are still a formidable force. We must be prepared for anything. Our people are counting on us." Lyra, ever the warrior, clenched her fists with determination. "We'll fight with everything we have. We'll protect our home and our future." As the final preparations were made, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra continued to lead by example, inspiring those around them with their courage and resolve. The Zarkonian forces were ready, and the stage was set for the final confrontation with the Kraegars. The dawn of the battle day arrived with an air of tense anticipation. The Zarkonian forces, united and determined, marched out to meet the Kraegars on the plains just outside the capital city. The sky was overcast, the atmosphere heavy with the promise of conflict. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra stood at the forefront of the Zarkonian army, their presence a symbol of hope and strength. Ryan wore his Earth Defense Force uniform, modified with Zarkonian armor, while Nara and Lyra donned their traditional battle attire, radiating both grace and power. The Kraegar army loomed on the horizon, a sea of darkness against the gray sky. Their numbers were vast, but their disorganization was evident. The Zarkonian forces, on the other hand, moved with coordinated precision, their spirits bolstered by the leadership of their new allies. Queen Zara gave the signal, and the Zarkonian army advanced. The clash of forces was immediate and intense. Ryan led the charge, his combat skills honed through years of training and experience. By his side, Lyra fought with fierce determination, her movements a blur of deadly precision. Nara, while less physically imposing, used her strategic mind to direct the flow of battle, ensuring that their forces maintained the upper hand. The battlefield was a cacophony of sound and motion, with laser fire, explosions, and the clash of weapons filling the air. Ryan found himself in the thick of the fight, his focus unwavering as he fought to protect his newfound home. He was driven not only by duty but by the love he felt for Nara and Lyra, and the desire to build a future with them. At a critical moment, the Kraegars launched a concentrated assault on the Zarkonian command center, hoping to decapitate the leadership and sow chaos among their ranks. Ryan, sensing the danger, rallied a group of elite warriors to intercept the attack. The ensuing battle was fierce, but Ryan's determination and leadership saw them through. They repelled the assault, ensuring that Queen Zara and the council remained safe. Meanwhile, Lyra led a flanking maneuver, striking at the heart of the Kraegar forces. Her boldness and combat prowess turned the tide, and the Kraegars began to falter. Nara coordinated the efforts, ensuring that their forces maintained momentum and pressed their advantage. As the battle reached its peak, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra fought side by side, their unity and strength a beacon of hope for the Zarkonian forces. They pushed forward, driving the Kraegars back and breaking their resolve. The invaders, now leaderless and demoralized, began to retreat. With a final coordinated assault, the Zarkonian forces achieved victory. The Kraegars fled the battlefield, their invasion repelled. The plains outside the capital city were littered with the remnants of the battle, but the spirits of the Zarkonian people were unbroken. As the dust settled, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra stood together, their hearts filled with relief and triumph. They had faced an unimaginable challenge and emerged victorious, their bond stronger than ever. Queen Zara approached them, her eyes filled with pride. "You have done an incredible thing today," she said, her voice steady. "You have saved our people and secured our future. We are forever in your debt." Ryan, Nara, and Lyra exchanged a look of shared understanding and gratitude. They had proven that love and unity could overcome any challenge, and they were ready to face whatever the future held, together. The victory against the Kraegars brought a wave of relief and celebration across Zarkon. The people, grateful for their freedom and inspired by the bravery of their leaders, began the process of rebuilding. The battlefield was cleared, the wounded were cared for, and the city was restored to its former glory. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra were hailed as heroes. Their story of unity and courage spread throughout the land, fostering a renewed sense of hope and determination among the Zarkonian people. The bond they had forged in the heat of battle became a symbol of the strength and resilience of their alliance. Despite the triumph, the days following the battle were filled with hard work and reflection. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra worked tirelessly to ensure that the peace they had fought for would endure. They attended council meetings, strategized on long-term defense plans, and helped coordinate the rebuilding efforts. One evening, as the sun set over the restored city, Ryan and the princesses found a moment of quiet in the palace gardens. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers, and the sounds of celebration echoed softly in the distance. "We did it," Ryan said, his voice filled with a mix of pride and exhaustion. "We've secured our home and our future." Nara smiled, her eyes reflecting the golden light of the sunset. "It's a new beginning for all of us. We've shown that together we can overcome any challenge." Lyra, ever the warrior, nodded firmly. "And we'll continue to protect our people and build a better future. This is just the start." With the immediate threat of the Kragars neutralized, the focus shifted to creating a lasting peace and fostering stronger ties between Earth and Zarkon. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra became ambassadors of this new alliance, traveling between the two worlds to promote understanding and cooperation. Their efforts led to the establishment of joint initiatives in technology, education, and defense, ensuring that both civilizations could benefit from each other's strengths. The cultural exchange programs allowed humans and Zarkonians to learn from one another, building a foundation of mutual respect and friendship. In the years that followed, Ryan and the princesses welcomed their children into the world, each one a symbol of the unity between their peoples. The palace was filled with laughter and life, as the next generation grew up in a time of peace and prosperity. One particularly memorable day, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra stood on a balcony overlooking a bustling city square, where a grand festival was being held. The celebration honored the alliance between Earth and Zarkon and the heroes who had made it possible. Queen Zara, now older but still regal and wise, joined them. "You have created something truly remarkable," she said, her voice filled with pride. "Your courage and love have forged a new path for our people." Ryan, holding Nara's hand and with Lyra standing close by, looked out over the vibrant scene below. "We did it together," he replied, "and we'll continue to work together, ensuring that this peace endures for generations to come." Nara leaned her head on Ryan's shoulder, her eyes reflecting the joy and hope of the moment. "Our journey has been incredible and it's far from over. There's so much more we can achieve." Lyra, always ready for a new challenge, added, "And whatever comes next, we'll face it side by side." As the sun set and the city lights began to twinkle, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra stood united, their hearts filled with love and their spirits unbroken. They had faced unimaginable challenges and emerged stronger, their bond a testament to the power of unity and the enduring strength of their love. Together they had built a legacy of peace and hope, a beacon for all who sought a better future. And as they looked toward the horizon, they knew that whatever adventures lay ahead, they would face them together, united by their love and their commitment to a brighter tomorrow. Years passed, and the alliance between Earth and Zarkon grew even stronger. The children of Ryan, Nara, and Lyra had grown into capable leaders, each embodying the values of unity, courage, and wisdom that their parents had instilled in them. The joint initiatives between the two worlds flourished, leading to unprecedented advancements in technology, culture, and diplomacy. The Palace of Zarkon had become a bustling hub of activity, a symbol of the enduring peace and cooperation between their peoples. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra were deeply involved in mentoring the next generation of leaders, ensuring that the legacy they had built would continue to thrive. One day, as the sun cast a warm glow over the palace gardens, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra gathered with their children and grandchildren. The air was filled with laughter and the sounds of happy conversations, a testament to the harmony they had achieved. Ryan looked around at his family, his heart swelling with pride. "We've come so far," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "Our journey has been long and challenging, but we've built something truly remarkable." Nara nodded, her eyes shining with love. "Our children and grandchildren will carry on our legacy. They will continue to strengthen the bonds between our worlds and work towards a future filled with peace and prosperity. Lyra, always the warrior at heart, added, "And we will continue to protect and support them, ensuring that they have the guidance and strength they need to face any challenges that come their way." As the family gathered for a group photo, Queen Zara, now in her twilight years, joined them. Her presence was a reminder of the journey they had undertaken together and the enduring bond that had been forged through love and unity. The final chapter of their journey began with a grand celebration, marking the anniversary of the alliance between Earth and Zaron. Leaders, dignitaries, and citizens from both worlds gathered in the capital city to honor the achievements and milestones they had reached together. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra stood on a grand stage, addressing the assembled crowd. Their speeches were filled with gratitude, reflection, and hope for the future. Ryan spoke first, his voice strong and steady. "We stand here today as a testament to the power of unity and the strength of our shared values. Together we have faced and overcome immense challenges, and we have built a future filled with hope and possibility." Nara continued, her voice filled with warmth and wisdom. "Our journey has shown us that by embracing our differences and working together, we can achieve greatness. Our alliance is a beacon of light in the galaxy, a symbol of what is possible when we come together with love and respect." Lyra concluded, her tone filled with determination and pride. "As we look to the future, let us remember that our strength lies in our unity. We will continue to protect and nurture the bonds we have forged, ensuring that our legacy endures for generations to come." The crowd erupted in applause, their hearts filled with inspiration and hope. The celebration continued late into the night with music, dancing, and joyous festivities. Ryan, Nara, and Lyra reveled in the warmth and support of their people, their bond growing stronger with each passing moment. As the night drew to a close, the trio found a quiet moment to reflect on their journey. They stood together on a balcony overlooking the city, the lights below twinkling like stars. "We've achieved so much," Ryan said, his voice filled with awe. "But our journey is far from over." Nara smiled, her eyes filled with love. "There are still many adventures ahead, and we will face them together." Lyra, ever the warrior, nodded. "Whatever comes our way, we will stand united. Our love and our bond will guide us through." With their hearts intertwined and their spirits unbroken, Ryan, Nara, and Lyra looked to the future with hope and determination. They had built a legacy of peace, love, and unity, and they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, together. As the first light of dawn touched the horizon, they knew that their journey would continue, filled with endless possibilities and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Together they had created a future where love and unity reigned supreme, a testament to the enduring strength of their bond and the limitless potential of their shared dreams.